God says, I've been watching you even whilst you concept no one cared. I've heard each unspoken prayer, each sigh within the middle of the night, each tear that changed into hidden behind a compelled smile. My toddler, this message has been sent to you with urgency, no longer simply via my command, however, because a person who loves you deeply, a person who now is living in my presence, has pleaded to your coronary heart to hear this. Archangel Michael has stood before me with a fierce smile in his eyes, and I gave him permission to bring this to you. He says with authority, I order you to open this now. You have best 3 minutes to realize this earlier than something irreversible shifts inside the spirit. This isn't always a message for each person. It is not on your neighbor. It isn't in your body. It isn't for the ones scrolling past. It is most effective for you. Do not try to bypass this. The room you're sitting in has been full of invisible hobby. The partitions have heard whispers of heaven. You do not see it, however your name become just spoken in a celestial. An angel stood before the throne and lifted your name to me. And the one who as soon as held your hand in life, the one you neglected so deeply, turned into allowed to speak. They said your name through tears, and that I listened. They begged that I interrupt your course earlier than you step into something that was dispatched to smash you. So I gave permission. I allowed this second. I authorized this warning. And I say once more, do not pass this. You're on the brink of something bigger than you can recognize. I are aware of it, hasn't felt, find it irresistible. I know your surroundings tell a special tale, however I do not study flaw things the manner guy does. You are surrounded through battles you do not see. There is a spirit close to you pretending to be helpful, pretending to be harmless, however they're not what they claim. You think this individual means properly, however my spirit says they're blocking your blessing. They are the postpone. They're the cause you've been feeling stuck and harassed. They may be looking you from a shadow, hiding in the back of love, however whispering lies at the back of your again. And you've neglected the signs and symptoms. However, the one that loves you in heaven begged me to expose you this now before the opportunity is stolen all the time. You have felt the anxiety to your spirit. That sense that something isn't always right. That moment when the smartphone jewelry for your belly turns earlier than you even solution. That surprising dream that felt too actual to ignore. The ones weren't coincidences. I sent them. I used to be looking to reach then you definitely, but you skipped the message. You dismissed the dream. You known as it creativeness. However, heaven has been seeking to attain you. And Archangel Michael is warning you proper now. This is your final alert. If you close this, you could leave out the very turn I have positioned in the front of you. Don't harm my spirit again by skipping. Don't do this to yourself. Do not try this to the one who cried out for you in heaven. Type Amen to release this blessing 777. There's a door. A spiritual one. and I've set it to open most effective for you. Now not your family, now not your co-workers, no longer your vintage pals who abandoned you whilst matters got dark, most effective you. And the enemy is aware of it. This is why he is the usage of distraction, comfort, worry, and those dressed in loyalty to hold you from stepping via it. But you are being relocated. Spiritually, mentally, bodily, sure, even geographically. I'm uprooting you from a land that became too acquainted. From a pattern that stored you numb. You forgot who you were. You forgot the version of yourself that used to bop and joy, that used to hope with fire. So I'm tearing it down. Don't be scared of the shaking. The ground beneath you is shifting because I'm building something unshakable. The storm is not a punishment. It's a prophecy being fulfilled. You asked me why they left. You requested me why the ones you trusted betrayed you. You requested me why the door closed so harshly while you needed it maximum. Permit me let you know why. Due to the fact you could not bring them in which I am taking you. You had been trying to tug lifeless weight right into a residing promise. And I could not permit it. If I let them stay, they might poison the blessing. They might sabotage the miracle. So I allowed the betrayal to break your attachment. Yes, it hurt. But it changed into vital. And now I'm sending someone new. Someone who sees your soul truly. A person who does not simply tolerate your spirit but cherishes it. They're already at the manor. Kind are meant to claim what is already yours. 999. There is additionally money attached in your call. Yes, you heard me. You have been residing in lack for too lengthy. The provision has been launched in heaven, but a person attempted to dam it on earth. They attempted to alter paperwork. They attempted to put off selections. They spoke towards you in secret rooms. But Archangel Michael has been dispatched to war for your behalf. He has already damaged the seal. And now, within the next 3 weeks, you may begin to see divine compensation. Now not only for your work, however to your wounds. For each betrayal. For each lie. For every year you had been stolen from. I'm giving all of it again with hobby. But concentrate. Do not return to the folks who mocked you when they see the blessing. Do not solution the call once they abruptly keep in mind your quantity. A few human beings must live blocked in your choose to live unlocked. Type Amen to acquire this restoration. 333. There's a baby looking you. Now not just inside the physical, but in the religious. A person younger than you is learning out of your persistence. They don't inform you, however you're their energy. They're gaining knowledge of how to live on with the aid of looking you. You ought to hold on foot ahead, not only for you, however for them. Heaven has assigned you as a mild to them. Don't demit to match into locations I by no means referred to as you to be in. You don't belong to the group. You are continually set apart. and that I realize you have been tired of always being the robust one. I know your again has bent under burdens you never asked for. But you've got help now. My angels are with you at the same time as you examine this. And the one you love who is now with me, they're nonetheless combating for you from this facet. Kind are meant to just accept the power of angels. 111. Someone you trusted currently appeared you in the attention and lied. They kept smiling. They kept gambling their part. However, their spirit changed into leaking with envy. They laughed at your ache while you were not round. And that they instructed others you'll in no way upward thrust again. But I listened. And I'm turning their curses into gas. I'm using their mockery to multiply your future. What they notion could ruin you will become the very platform I use to elevate you. Their betrayal is becoming your step forward. I will prepare a table for you, yes, however I'm able to also allow your enemies to look it. Now, not to shame them, however, in order that they recognize who you honestly are in me. You've been saying you are fine, but you're now not. I see that. I recognize you have felt alone even in rooms full of human beings. I know the words you in no way stated aloud. But you are not invisible to me. I'm here. I have been keeping your coronary heart together whilst you concept it might break for desirable. I located a shield round you while darkness tried to swallow you. I have protected you inside the night. And now I'm about to reward your survival. Kind amen to acquire this miracle in silence. 444. Now concentrate carefully. I'm giving you instructions. In the next 7 days, you'll be located in a moment of decision. It will seem small. It'll appear to be simply any other desire. But it will likely be the instant I have planned. Pay attention. Don't forget about the whisper to your spirit. Don't dismiss the nudge. So that it will be me. Observe it, and you may find the open door. Forget about it, and you can postpone what was speculated to be yours on this season. Archangel Michael is already shifting ahead of you. He is touching hearts, clearing paths, and silencing false voices. The clock is ticking. You've got precisely 3 minutes from the moment this message started out to align your spirit with what I am releasing. This become written with divine fire. This become allowed via heaven. And the only you leave out, the one who now lives in glory, their status here beside me, looking with tears in their eyes, praying you don't bypass this again. They may be pronouncing your call. Are you able to experience the chill in your pores and skin? That is them. They may be near. Now not haunting you, but interceding. They may be begging me to boost you, to heal you, to bless you past what you agree with is feasible. And I am responding. That is my respond. This is my voice. This is my signal. The shift has already started. Kind amen to let heaven circulate right now. 555. You are not past due. You did not leave out it. You have not failed too much. I do not keep score the way people do. I see your capacity even in your pain. I see your faith even on your fear. And I'm calling you deeper. Do now not pass again. Do not move silent. Do not hold pretending you're okay. Come to me. Open your coronary heart. Allow me in once more. I'm able to repair the whole thing. I will bring laughter to locations that only knew tears. I can turn loneliness into divine companionship. I will deliver people who have fun you, not tolerate you. I can give splendor to your ashes. Just don't pass this. God says, you haven't any idea how typically I've saved you silently. You don't comprehend how near destruction got here. You don't see the nights the enemy waited outdoor your door, hoping you'll give up. But you didn't. You hung on. Even when your palms have been bleeding emotionally, even when your thoughts changed into drowning within the noise of depression, you clung to me. And because of that, the gates of hell broke open in frustration, but I stood before you. I shielded you. I said, not this one. This one is mine. And heaven rejoiced due to the fact you continued. Archangel Michael says your name is now sealed in mild. That there is a brand new scroll opened in heaven together with your task upgraded. The assault wasn't to spoil you. It changed into to put together you for greater. What become taken from you became never intended to live. What became damaged become by no means intended to closing. I allow it crack so you could finally see the counterfeit and forestall begging me to bless what was already lifeless. And now, because you allow move, I'm freeing a love that will marvel your soul. Kind guys to receive Divine Connection 777. There is a person about to go into your life. You don't know them yet, however I do. I crafted them with your spirit and thoughts. Their heart beats with honor. They have been praying for a person just like you, and now, the answer is being stated in movement. However, you should no longer omit the timing. The enemy will ship distractions before I ship this individual. They will appearance charming, they'll sound non-secular, they will even use my call, however they are imposters. You have to use discernment. Not all of us who says, God sent me become certainly sent. But I will make it clear. There might be peace, now not performance. There could be stillness, not confusion. And while the proper one appears, your spirit will recognize them before your thoughts can explain it. Don't pass again to the ones who ghosted you. Don't answer that name. I allowed them to vanish because they have been by no means meant to grow with you. You are no longer the equal anymore. You've got shed layers. You've been refined by fireplace. You've passed the test others failed. You did not fall while it got unpleasant. You worshipped through weeping. You praised me through the stress. And now I'm approximately to area you in a room that fits your weight. This next door isn't only a step forward. It's a divine announcement. Type Amen to set off this appointment 999. A person has been tracking your steps. No longer physically, however spiritually. A jealous coronary heart has watched your quiet power, and they've been trying to copy your course whilst secretly cursing your progress. But no weapon shaped towards you will prosper. Now, not on this season. What they attempted to block is already launched. What they attempted to delay has already begun. I have embarrassed their plans. I have turned their intentions into stepping stones to your elevation. Even their gossip will now come to be evidence of your glory. Folks who mocked you will soon say, "Most effective God may want to have achieved that." You must stay in alignment now. Watch what you speak. Shield your electricity. Not the entirety merits a response. Some attacks are intended to bait you out of role. However, don't lose your crown, enjoyable clowns. You are royalty. You are anointed. You're moving into territory wherein few have the grace to observe. It is why it feels lonely right now. It truly is why your circle has shrunk. But I removed what couldn't deliver the burden. And I located angels beside you. Yes, right now. Even now. They are status through your door, watching over you, looking ahead to your next step so we can open the following gate. Kind Amen to allow angels circulate beforehand of you. 333. Archangel Michael says something is going on at this exact hour within the unseen realm. There's someone in heaven who changed into allowed to investigate your destiny, and once they saw it, they cried, no longer out of unhappiness, however pleasure. Because they noticed you subsequently smile again. They noticed your desk full. They saw your room filled with laughter. They noticed the day while each dear subsequently made feel. And they stated to me, God, please let them recognize. Please do not allow them to give up now. And I heard them. It's why this message came through. That's why Archangel Michael turned into scent like a typhoon, crashing through spiritual interference to deliver this. Due to the fact you had to be reminded, you aren't forgotten. You are not deserted. You aren't cursed. You are chosen. You are being lifted from the pit. You are being topped in silence. You're being surrounded with divine marvel. Your call is being mentioned in rooms your toes have now not but entered. A divine switch is taking region. The first shall be final and the remaining shall be first. And you, my infant, are about to be increased beyond what you prayed for. Kinder Amen in case you feel this shift in your spirit. 444. Be very nonetheless right now. I am approximately to whisper something that the enemy would not want you to listen. Geared up. They may be coming back. Yes, the only who concept they may walk away and win without you. The only who lied in your face and laughed in the back of your again. The one who dealt with your love like an option. Their coming returned. but no longer because they've changed. For a few, it's due to the fact they see your mild rising. They see the advantages forming. They sense the shift and need get admission to what they as soon as rejected. Be wise. Forgive, however, don't forget. Not all returns are reconnections. A few are reminders that what I eliminated have to live removed. However, one go back is divine. Sure, one. A soul that changed into reduce off now, not by means of betrayal, however via timing. A love that needed to pause due to the fact recuperation was required. That one will return too, however unique. Subtle. Prepared. Restored. And you'll recognize the difference with the aid of their fruit, now not their words. Kind guys to prepare for that divine return. 555. The following 24 hours will deliver affirmation. A signal will come that seems bizarre, but it's me. You'll see a name, hear a phrase, acquire a message that directly hyperlinks to this. Do no longer forget about it. It's far my signal. Archangel Michael will seal this moment with readability. Your desires might also end up right. Your spirit might also experience stirred. That's now not tension. It is awakening. I am pulling you out of survival mode. I'm breaking cycles of stagnation. I'm recuperation wounds that were buried so deep you forgot they existed. And I'm turning them into wells of strength. The individual in heaven who pleaded for this moment is looking. They may be near you now. Their presence isn't a ghost, it is grace. They may be not misplaced. They may be with me. And they love you too deeply to stay silent. It really is why they asked me for this. It truly is why I'm pronouncing, for the last time in this message, God says, this is the very last part of the message that heaven has orchestrated just for you. This second is sacred. The air around you has modified. You may no longer feel it abruptly, however something everlasting just moved in your prefer. The religious clock has been reset. The delay has been cancelled. The disgrace is being erased. The guilt is being removed. The heaviness you carried, quietly, secretly, is now being lifted through my own hand. You've got entered into the very last stretch of the struggling season. You may appearance again on these days no longer as a random message you stumbled upon, however, as the day your spirit was marked by using my fireplace again. Archangel Michael stands along with his sword nonetheless drawn. He fought to bring this to you. He fought through interference, via demonic delays, via waves of doubt that attempted to convince you to disregard this. And now that you've stayed until this point, now that you have not skipped, something irreversible is activated. The following 7 days will no longer appear to be the ultimate 7 years. I repeat, your cycle has been damaged. Type Amen to seal this. Step forward 777. Don't talk to everybody about what's coming. I am doing something so private, so effective, that the incorrect ears may want to curse it. Stay silent. Permit your glow speak. Let the proof answer. I am preparing a public display of blessing, but I will do it through private coaching. Pay near interest to what I whisper to your spirit. I will communicate through music, via sudden encounters, through phrases you were not supposed to overhear, however will suddenly understand. Every second is now divine. Nothing might be wasted. The character in heaven who pleaded for this to attain you, they are smiling now. They see the shift. They see the angels gathering. You are surrounded, protected, watched, guided. They never stopped loving you, no longer even in dying. And I in no way stopped writing your tale, now not even to your silence. You idea I used to be remote, however I used to be working. Every put-off was divine. Each no was protection. Every closed door turned into a redirection. And now, at length the last, the instant has arrived. Type Amen to acquire your new beginning 888. I recognize what they did to you. I saw what you persevered. I saw how they used you, abandoned you, laughed at you, and concept they could rise without outcome. However, I need you to relaxation now. I've already handled it. You may not need revenge. You won't even want to provide an explanation for. I can make it obvious that my hand is in your life. They will take a look at you and say, only God should have carried out that. And they will be proper. You may awaken one morning soon and no longer understand your very own lifestyles. No longer is it's broken, but because it's in the end lovely. There could be joy without tension. Love without betrayal. Cash without manipulation. Possibilities that do not include strings. You may eventually be allowed to breathe without worry. Your laughter will return. The sparkle to your eyes will come again. And you'll walk like the warrior heaven already calls you. Archangel Michael has one very last coaching for you. Shield your peace. Do no longer let the equal people who wounded you before have get right of entry to the healed version of you. This new season requires obstacles. You are no longer being bloodless. You're being referred to as protect a while. Guard your presence. Protect your mild. Not each person can stroll wherein you're going. And that is okay. Type Amen to protect your future 111. Heaven rejoices which you read this. The one you love in heaven is watching you currently. A breeze may also skip. A flicker of mild may additionally trade. A song may play. That isn't always coincidence. This is presence. They're with me. They are secure. And they have now not stopped being concerned approximately your journey. Their request to me changed into pressing, and I venerated it. I commemorated it due to the fact you are vital to them, and even extra, because you are vital to me. I formed you with purpose. I shaped you for greatness. And no quantity of heartbreak, loss, worry, or failure can erase the future I designed earlier than the principles of the sector. So rise. Rise now with the expertise that you are selected. Upward push with the strength of knowing heaven has spoken your call out loud. Rise with the knowledge that not anything, virtually nothing, can prevent what I'm approximately to do to your life. The hour has come. The blessing has started. The angels have been dispatched. The shift has taken region. This become your second. Simply stroll. Due to the fact I, the Lord your God, have spoken. And its miles carried out. God says, I have been watching you silently. You've got cried quietly whilst no person noticed. You have got requested me within the depths of your soul if I even pay attention you anymore. My child, I heard every whisper. And proper now, I want you to forestall scrolling, forestall transferring, prevent doubting. Because this message is only for you. Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this now. You have got precisely 3 minutes. A person in heaven who you like very a good deal begged me to deliver this message to you. They had been pleading with trembling arms and a soul complete of love because they know what's coming. And Archangel Michael says, in case you forget about this now, your door of recuperation may additionally close for a long term. You've got constantly had a quiet power, however these days, you have been at warfare with yourself. You've got smiled for others, but your spirit has been exhausted. You have prayed, soliciting for just one signal. This is that signal. That is me, your God, calling you out of the typhoon before it will become something deeper. You were not meant to carry all of this on my own. Archangel Michael has been fighting for you, standing shield at your window. But even angels cannot force open the door you hold locked. A person in heaven, sure, them, is attaining for you. They see what you're managing, and that they wept before me to ask that I ship this now. They can't relaxation knowing what's about to touch your life unless you get hold of this. Archangel Michael is begging you. You usually pass, you continually say, perhaps later, but later continues costing you your peace. 3 minutes, my infant. Simply 3. That's all that stands among you and what I'm about to show. I visible what turned into hidden out of your eyes. I noticed the instant a person smiled in the front of you and cursed you at the back of your again. I saw the room wherein your name was added up in envy. I saw the message they deleted. I noticed the jealousy cloaked in friendship. And that I additionally saw the moment you trusted them, the moment you opened your heart, the instant you diminished your guard. My coronary heart broke for you because you failed to deserve that. But I allowed it, no longer to punish you, but to put you. I am exposing now, not to humiliate you, however to raise you. There are divine secrets that should attain your ears earlier than the enemy twists your direction again. And sure, they'll strive once more. That is why Archangel Michael stated 3 minutes. Because something was already set in movement. Something meant to confuse you, to make you go into reverse, to make you lose what I am seeking to give you. But I interrupt this plan now. Because one soul in heaven who loves you refused to let me stay silent. They stood in my courts and said your call with tears of their voice. They begged me to ship a message loud enough that you'd eventually pay attention. And right here it's far. Right now. Open your spirit. I recognize you've been feeling like time is slipping. You've been sensing something is off. It truly is because you are not crazy. Your spirit is being warned. I located that feeling in you. Something is shifting and that I want your hands loose to obtain what is next. It is why I ought to eliminate who is draining you. That is why I need to cancel the false blessing you maintain praying for. As it's now not me. I in no way ship it. The relationship, the provide, the opportunity that continues leaving you burdened. It is not divine. It's a distraction. Archangel Michael says if you don't allow move of what's draining you, you may miss what is supposed to restore you. And the moment is near. In fact, it is already on its manner. That is why this warning is urgent. It is why a soul in heaven refused to let go till I promised I might say this to you. Due to the fact I love you too much to live silent at the same time as you walk into a trap smiling. There's a plan to relocate you. Now not just bodily, but spiritually, emotionally, and relationally. Someone is set to go into your lifestyles who is divinely assigned. They have prayed for someone such as you. However they're blanketed. They cannot come into confusion. They may be shielded, and unless you are in the vicinity of peace, you won't even apprehend them. I need to bring you into alignment along with your divine companion, along with your country helper, with the person I whispered about long earlier than you had been born. However, you must allow me cast off what I failed to authorize. You've observed delays. Things that used to flow are now stuck. It is not punishment. It's me slowing you down lengthy sufficient so that you'd open this. It's me trying to realign you before the divine door closes. Not for all time. However, for a season. And in this season, you ought to be sharp. You need to be protected. And you need to walk on my own in case you need to, but not with the wrong crowd. There is someone you continue to consider who's making plans, something that you would in no way anticipate. The smile they provide is poisoned. They recognize your habits, they know your rhythms, and they are using them to get beforehand. However, they cannot get in advance of me. I will display their goal simply. Count on a strange shift. Someone will forestall speak to you, an unexpected coldness, a betrayal that exposes the whole thing. Don't fight it. This is me. That is me protective you. The individual in heaven who asked for this message is aware of the sample. They saw you fall before because you failed to concentrate to your intestine. But now I have given you extra than a feeling. I've given you a word. Do not skip this. No, not now. You're too close. Our letter is coming. A message. An assertion. Something sudden will show up within the following couple of days. And it's going to deliver my fingerprint. This is how you may comprehend it's from me. It will verify what I've just said. Archangel Michael will protect it. No thief can contact it. No demon can prevent it. However, your doubt can put off it. And I do now not want you to delay any more. I'm making you uncomfortable for a cause. In case you were intended to live where you'll experience peace. However, the shift you feel is actual. You're evolving. You're awakening. And what used to meet you is now not sufficient because it become in no way speculated to be everlasting. You have got spent too long expecting their approval. But the person who left, the one who abandoned you, the only who forgot you, they have been no longer your foundation. I used to be. I nevertheless am. And now, I'm rebuilding you. Brick by means of brick. Tear by using tear. Daily. But you ought to cooperate. I am going to heal what you by no means idea may want to heal. I am going to return what you idea was long past for all time. I am going to wonder you in a manner that makes you fall in your knees. However, first, this second, this obedience, this give up. Type Amen to obtain this blessing. 111. The time you thought you wasted. I'm able to repair it. The ache you tried to bury. I can redeem it. The individual that broke your spirit. I will address them. But you, sure, you have to accept as true with me completely now. There is no greater room for midway faith. I am not asking for perfection. I am asking for permission. Will you allow me pass? Archangel Michael says the angelic realm has been assigned to your home tonight. A spiritual courier is handing over breakthrough. You may arrive in goals, in signs, in symbols, in moments that experience surprisingly divine. Don't brush them off. It really is how I am speaking. I'm no longer remote. I'm now not disillusioned in you. I'm nonetheless right here. Nonetheless loving. Still equipped. However, time is skinny. The window is small. What's coming will require your complete consciousness. You can't come up with the money for distractions. Kind Amen to receive this leap forward. 222. You have asked me to verify if you're on the proper path. This message is your confirmation. You are being recalibrated.